The Nepal BFSI Summit 2024 held in Kathmandu focused on sustainable financing for climate change mitigation and adaptation. Organized by the Banking, Finance and Insurance Institute of Nepal in collaboration with the India-Nepal Centre of the PHDCCI, the summit brought together leaders from the BFSI sector to discuss innovative strategies for addressing climate risk. With insights from policymakers and environmental experts, the summit emphasized the need for regional collaboration and the role of financial institutions in driving sustainable development. The Nepal BFSI Summit 2024 held in Kathmandu brought together leaders from the banking, finance and insurance sectors to explore sustainable financing solutions for climate change mitigation and adaptation. Organized by the Banking, Finance and Insurance Institute of Nepal in collaboration with the India-Nepal Centre of the PhD Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the summit delved into how financial institutions can contribute to addressing climate risk and promote sustainability. Prominent policymakers, financial experts and environmental advocates gather to discuss the theme Deepening Sustainable Financing for Climate Change Mitigation and Adaptation, focusing on innovative strategies to tackle the growing climate challenges. Their conversations centered on ways the BFSI sector can enhance its role in combating climate change and fostering long-term environmental sustainability.
Climate change, as the previous speakers have pointed out, is a reality, particularly for us, the countries in South Asia, which are all developing countries. The negative effects of climate change have been visible in the last few years, whether it is melting of glaciers, the frequent incidents of floods, and the consequent damages to the life and property. It all, in a sense, reflects the adverse effect that we are facing in this region due to the climate change. Even as the countries of the South Asia region, including Nepal and India, join hands with global community to address these challenges, there is, I believe, a greater need for regional collaboration and regional solutions, because ultimately it is a problem that we have to face.
The summit featured a series of panel discussions and technical sessions led by industry leaders, environmental experts and policymakers. These discussions highlighted how financial institutions can drive sustainable development and assist in the transition to a low-carbon economy. The summit also emphasized the collaborative role of the BFSI sector in advancing showering people, planet and cooperation, exploring innovation in green financing and advocating for a paradigm shift in sustainable financing to meet emerging climate challenges.
You need to start seeing what can you do in terms of leveraging private finance for what is an imperative for Nepal, which is sustainable development and development in a green manner for the future. You need to start looking in terms of vehicles that you can do, special purpose vehicles, what can you do in terms of bond flotations, what can you do in terms of reaching out to entities in our region. And let me make a plug for India. As today the 5th largest economy on its way to becoming the 3rd largest economy. And with a country which has Viksit Bharat, developed India by 1947, but also net zero by 2070 as a domestic target, we are going to be a huge, massive economy in terms of both action and in terms of resources for the action. And so therefore, I leave the plug with you. Think about what you can do innovatively, creatively in the area of financing. Thank you very much.
The Nepal BFSI Summit 2024 aims to strengthen the role of the BFSI sector in achieving sustainable growth by addressing key issues such as climate finance, regulatory innovation and green investment opportunities. The event underscores the importance of the BFSI sector's involvement in supporting a sustainable future for Nepal and the broader South Asian region.